So hello, everybody. It's wonderfully exciting to be together in this very, very, very special time in history. We are in very, very unique times. The major thing I really wanted to show you is a conjunction. If you look at the planets, if some of you understand the symbols, first of all, without even understanding the symbols, you'll see that there is a huge concentration of planets in one part of the chart. And you might recognize the symbol of Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, all closely together. This is very, very, very unique because Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter are very slow planets. Saturn and Pluto are in conjunction, or actually alignment, because they're one after the other in the sky, only every 36 years or so. And we're at this time. Now, when we look back at history to see what happened when Saturn and Pluto were in alignment, then we'll see that it happened at 1914, the beginning of World War I. It happened in 1948. Here in Israel, it's the birth year of Israel, but also many other things happened in the world. Amongst it is the birth of social care, the national social care. There wasn't anything like that before. After that, the next year of time of the conjunction between Pluto and Saturn is 1983, which was the biggest outburst of AIDS. It was the birth year of the internet, the birth year of the cellular phone, and the birth year of a company named Microsoft. So if we're looking back at history, we're seeing that these conjunctions between Pluto and Saturn already did some huge things and really changed the face of the human race. We're talking about World War I, which led, of course, then later on to World War II. It changed the face of the countries, of ways of governments, of economics, of education, of inventions. It really changed the way the world was. And if you're looking at 1983 and imagine, yes, the world now, we wouldn't be sitting here without the invention of internet and cellular phone and Microsoft. So we're looking at changing points in history. And we're at one now. So the most interesting thing is that Pluto and Saturn are not alone there. Jupiter is also in conjunction to both of them, which is even more rarer and very, very unique. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So what are Pluto and Saturn? Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's a planet of change. The god Pluto in the Greek Roman mythology, Hades in the Greek, is the god that lives in the underworld. It can take things in a slope down or bring things really, really up to an elevation into spirituality. It had two houses, one in the underworld and one in Mount Olympus. So it's the planet of changes. And Saturn is the planet of conformity, governments, structures. So it's a huge time of change in structure, but Saturn also allows us to build new structures. Jupiter, which is this year's addition to these two planets, is the planet of expansion. So everything might even be bigger than what we saw in previous times. We're in a unique time of change, but it's utterly important to know where we're at. But the most amazing thing is that everything in astrology, in the sky, and in the universe has its lower side and its higher side. And as humans, our mission is to connect to the higher possibilities that the planets offer to us. And just as Pluto can take things down, it can also bring things up. So this is a huge time of change. and things are going virillic with a combination of Pluto and Jupiter, huge powers, things going wild. But new and good things can also go viral at this time. And new and good structures can start to be seeded now, and maybe in 36 years have a strong foundation. And it is a wonderful, wonderful time of growth and change and spirituality. And in this time, huge powers come in from the universe. And this alignment, when you think about different planets being aligned one after the other, it just creates this tunnel of transformation coming in from the universe now. And this is a time where we can really connect to high potencies coming from the universe, get it into our lives, and really do some needed change in ourselves and in the world at this time. So it's a very promising time. And for those considered with the future, so just these days, Mars is entering this conjunction. So you can see planet Mars there, which is, it's kind of a problematic situation, but again, it has its higher side, upper side as well. Mars activates things. So we're talking about a continuation probably of some outburst, maybe some violence, maybe the virus itself can be more violent in the next month. Mars will be there till mid-April. So we do need, hopefully it won't happen, yes, but we do need to think as marathon runners at this situation and notice that it's going to take a while, at least a month, for things to relax. And after that, there is another release time, which is going to be around the end of June, beginning of July. The year 2020 started in between two eclipses, a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. And after half a year, we're having another set of eclipses. This time, the solar eclipse is going to be exactly at the summer solstice. And again, we're looking at amazing coincidences that are all happening this year. And the way these two eclipses relate is it's like an injection. So something was coming in with the first set of eclipses, and hopefully will go out. One is also on the top of the chart, and the other one is on the bottom. One was close to the December solstice, the winter solstice here in the North Hemisphere. The other one to the summer solstice. The winter solstice is related to the entry of new force. So something very strong happened there. And hopefully the process will be completed by the solar eclipse of that will occur exactly on the solstice. Sol means sun. So the sun's eclipse is occurring on the sun's day, turnover day. It will also have another lunar eclipse 2 weeks after that, but this whole period, the end of June, beginning of July, hopefully will be the release of, or the completion of the process that we need to go through. But there will be another relaxation after Mars gets out of the picture. I have the strong feeling that these two eclipses are connected, and that one brought in the virus and change, and the other will allow its release and the continuation of life, hopefully not as we know it, hopefully in a different scale and level.